This is the walks in Wellingborough. You can see it's quite a wide avenue of trees. It's Britain's longest avenue of trees. We've joined it about halfway down. It reaches from the town centre right the way down until the River Nene. It follows the London Road, but you see during the First World War and Second World War they used to stick tanks and stuff down here to hide them from German bombers. The trees are all limes, and during the summer this is a very pleasant walk for everybody to get out the sunshine with a nice canopy of green. It's home to thousands of birds, perhaps millions of invertebrates, be they bees or other insects. There's also bats in the trees as well. Does go past the Wellingborough School, goes past the cemetery, also goes past the Castle Fields retail park, and the retail park on the other side that includes the Lidl supermarket and the McDonald's restaurant that we can see. There is a short break in the walks, in the limes, for the Dog and Duck pub. This has been a break in there for well over 100 years. As you can see, we're just about to come up to the Dog and Duck pub, crossing the many roads that have intersected the walks since they were first established. These trees have been here for over 150 years. Many of them are 150 years old. They range from 100 to 120 to 150 years old. This is why they are the historic walks. As we get to the Dog and Duck, you can see the walks continue, and then the limes continue to stand proud. But unfortunately, Northamptonshire Council, together with a partnership that calls themselves Stanton Cross, which is the multi-billion pound development towards the east of Wellingborough, has decided to stick a massive great big roundabout in the middle of these. So over the last 150 years we have seen a few trees down, but nothing as what the destruction is that we're currently facing. Campaigners from a group called the Wellingborough Walks Action Group, under the campaign Save Our Trees, have been battling over the last month to save these trees, be they by legal action or be they by actually standing out here and stopping the developers from actually chopping the trees down. This started late February and carried on for about 2 weeks. In the first week we had limited success. They were aiming to chop down 40 trees. We limited that to 14 trees. You can see now where the 14 trees were chopped down. So unfortunately, you might be affected a bit by the sun here, but there are our glorious 14 trees 3 weeks later. You can see the birds are still wanting to be in with them. But as you can see, the walks has been decimated at this point. Unfortunately, the contractors did turn up the next week and were aiming to chop the trees down on the other side of the roundabout. And by hook or crook, the protestors, the campaigners and the lobbyists, including our barrister who climbed up one of the trees on the Tuesday, managed to save all but one of them. So in total we've lost 15 trees so far. But at last night's engagement meeting, Vistry, Bovis, or Stanton Cross, if they'd like to call themselves. I'm just going to try not to get myself run over. promised to come back and chop down the rest of the trees on this side of the road. Now this is the Embankment Park, and this is the very end of the walks. And you can see all of these trees with yellow ribbons are due to come down. This is the only tree that we actually lost, but all of these, including what has been designated 5 bat trees, 3 on this side, 2 on the other that we've just driven past, are due to come down. And we're fighting against it. To support us, we are taking legal action. We have a crowdfunder. Somewhat unbelievably, it's already reached nearly £10,000 of its £12,000 target, but we still need your support. We need to fight Stanton Cross, Vistry Bovis Homes and North Northamptonshire Council, if it comes to it, to save our trees. Please do help us. Do look at our website, which is saveourtrees.co.uk, and find the link for the crowdfunder. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support so far. We look forward to seeing you soon. Hello, welcome to Wellingborough. This is the River Nene. You can see our lovely swans and the millers. This is the London Road and a few trees that everybody is famously greeted by as they come in to Wellingborough. As we go up the path across the River Nene, we see our famous walks, our historic walks that have been here for over 150 years. And these are threatened, unfortunately, by a callous developer calling themselves Stanton Cross, led by a company called Vistry Bovis Homes. All of these trees that we are just about to go through, the ones all with yellow ribbons or otherwise, are due to be felled to make way for a gigantic roundabout. This is Britain's longest avenue of trees, and it's going to get cut short. They've already had 15 of our trees. We don't want them to have any more. So we are trying to save our trees by protesting, by lobbying, and also by legal action. We have a crowdfunder. The target is £12,000. We are very fortunate due to the kindness of Wellingborough people that we're nearly at £10,000. Here is one of the trees that we have lost, but this is the only tree that we have lost on this side of the road. But unfortunately, as we cross the road, things do change. The campaign has been going on for just over 4 weeks now, and the first couple of weeks of that campaign saw protestors standing out here guarding our trees. As you can see, the first week of the campaign we unfortunately lost 14 of those trees. On the midsection here of the walks, you see the developers have caused utter devastation. The ones that I've just gone through are staying. They are going to be in the middle of the roundabout that they are proposing. But these 14, plus another 2 that have bats in, are earmarked. The first few that I went through are also earmarked for chopping down, i.e. destruction, so that they can put gas mains in and other what they call essential services. Here are what's left of our lovely limes from this part of the walks. The council leader, Jason Smithers, has promised that we are not going to lose our trees. Those are going to be reused in the parks of Wellingborough. Well, I would say thank you very much, Jason, but that's not good enough. As we continue up the walks, these trees will be saved, but I'll keep on taking you up the walks because, like I said, this is, or certainly was, Britain's longest avenue of trees. They're all lime trees. Some are 150 years old. Like I say, the walk itself has actually been here for 150 years. It follows the London Road, which, as you can hear, is quite a busy and well-used road. London Road has various amenities coming off of it, including the Castlefields retail park. You can see Pizza Hut and things like Tappy Carpets, B&Q, Dreams and Pets at Home on it. And also on the other side, another retail park with McDonald's, Lidl's and various others. The only break in the walks is the Dog and Duck pub, and that's been a break in the walks for over 150 years. So here's the Dog and Duck pub. As you can see, as we continue up, this is a busy thoroughfare, but the walks still continue apart from this very, very short break. As we cross the road past the fast food restaurant and the supermarket, we get onto a famous section of the walks where they used to put tanks and things during the World War to protect them from bombing from the Luftwaffe. This area forms in the summer a nice canopy which is enjoyed by hundreds, if not thousands, of Wellingborough residents to keep out the sun and to travel from the town centre right the way until the Embankment Park and the River Nene. It's all lime trees, it's very well established, and as you can see, they are healthy, mature trees that can live up to 400 years old. So these could live here for another 200-300 years potentially. Here is the famous part of the walks that quite often you see in postcards. The walks itself takes in a couple of schools as well. As you can see, possibly just over the hedge there, that's Wellingborough School, an independent school that's been in the town for hundreds of years. On the other side, just past the trees, you can see Wren School, which is the old Wellingborough Grammar School, attended by various famous people. And there's some new developments on the other side of the road, including yet another fast food restaurant and other retail stroke storage units that are just being built. We feel that the trees are an essential part of Wellingborough, a well-loved part of Wellingborough, essential for nature. The trees form a thoroughfare for nature that supports thousands of birds, perhaps millions of invertebrates, including bees. Lime trees are very good for bees, and that's something we definitely want to look after. Plus also hundreds of bats. We did some bat surveys on the trees at the bottom of the walks there, including some that were felled down, which did include trees. The developers have so far protected 5 of those trees, but on their plans at last night's consultation meeting, they are still earmarked to come down following further environmental consultations. So we are looking at approximately 40 of the original 61 trees to be felled, That is from the Dog and Duck right the way down to the River Nene, and all of the trees before we cross the road at the main Tesco's roundabout. As you can see, that's the Wren School that I was talking about. And as you can see, as stated 100 years ago in Northamptonshire's local press, the walks takes you right the way into the heart of Wellingborough Town Centre, where you can just about see in the distance church spires and the shopping centre. At this point, we are just about to cross the junction of Croyland Road and Wellingborough Road. And to the right here are our twin chapels and a very old graveyard. But as you can see, the walks continues right the way down. We're on the home straight now, right the way down the hill to the town centre. We feel that chopping these trees down is illegal. We are trying to fight the felling of these trees by legal matters. To do this, we are asking for contributions to our crowdfunder and donations in other ways, however you see fit. To find out how to donate, please do visit our website, which is saveourtrees.co.uk/donate. That's saveourtrees.co.uk/donate. And as we come to the end of the walks, we are now in Wellingborough Town Centre, past the Swanspool Veterinary Clinic and also Swanspool House, Northamptonshire Council's offices in Wellingborough. So thank you for listening. Do contribute if you can. Let's save our trees.